Syria for the first time in a very, very long time. And he was a player that was on the lips of many, many football fans and many football clubs as well in terms of one of the hottest prospects in the world. He signed a new contract with that release clause that's now proven an issue for Napoli in terms of trying to sell him. He's on quite a lot of money when it comes to wages as well. But if you look at his statistics here, he hasn't, only in one season he played 30 or more league games, which is a problem. Better ability is availability. And for a large part of Victor Osimhen's career at Napoli, he's not been available. I got to see him at AFCON up close and personal. He's a striker that does the hard work. He does the runs in behind. He occupies defenders. But he only scored one goal in that tournament as Nigeria lost in the final to Ivory Coast. Tony Ofoke, one of our colleagues here at Sky Sports, interviewed Osimhen out in the Ivory Coast and talked to him regarding his future at Napoli. He talked about how he's a big fan of the Premier League. He's a big fan of Didier Drogba as well. So you expect if he does join Chelsea, it would be a settling-in period, but he's a man that has ambitions of playing at the highest level, and Chelsea represents that for him. So it remains to be seen if they can get this deal done. It's very complicated when it comes to the wages and also moving on Lukaku as well. But Osimhen's a striker that I am very impressed with. In the whole, I want to know what you guys think, though. Is Osimhen the striker that will hit the ground running and maybe break that curse of Chelsea strikers?
He's a pure goal scorer, isn't he, Osimhen? I think of all the strikers Chelsea have bought in.
Arsenal, while Chelsea plans a successful move. Chelsea is reportedly keen on signing Victor Osimhen, and some Arsenal fans have urged the club to hijack the deal. However, the Gunners should be dissuaded from pursuing this transfer. Chelsea is in discussions with Napoli to bring Osimhen to the club on loan with an option to buy, according to David Ornstein. These negotiations also involve Romelu Lukaku, causing a stir among Arsenal supporters. Should Arsenal be part of this deal? Why isn't Arsenal competing with Chelsea for Osimhen? Despite some interest in the Nigerian international, Osimhen has not emerged as a serious target for Arsenal this summer. Benjamin Sesko was initially targeted but chose to stay at RB Leipzig, while the release clause demanded by Sporting CP for Victor Gyökeres may be a sticking point for the Gunners. When asked this week if Arsenal would make another big move like the Declan Rice signing, Mikel Arteta set the record straight. "We don't expect to do anything like that," he said. That's the reality. However, a loan deal is far from a multi-million investment, sparking the recent debate. Previously, I wrote about why a move for Osimhen made little sense this summer for several reasons. His numbers last season were a regression from the previous campaign. Compared to Havertz, Osimhen's goal contributions didn't justify the transfer. Even in his best goal-scoring season, his goals per shot, 0.18, matched Havertz from last season, where Havertz spent two-thirds of the campaign in midfield. This market doesn't seem ripe for finding the centre-forward Arsenal needs. Football.London understands that Sesko will continue to be monitored, and there is a belief he may become available with a new release clause in his recently renewed contract. It's such a crucial position to fill that jumping for a player simply because he's available makes little sense. Arsenal already has Havertz, who justified the club's faith in him by the end of the campaign. Gabriel Jesus often gets overlooked in discussions about potential striker signings, but the Brazilian is fit, ready, and can start the season as the main striker following his goal against Man United and Havertz's late return. Leandro Trossard provides additional cover and, in his first season with the club, started many games through the middle, delivering goals, assists, and consistent wins.